You know, for all the reasons I would put him as a GOAT candidate are reasons that other GOAT candidates don't even have. You see?
Such as?
Songwriting, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's only a few that really write songs, like actual songs. You know, there's only a few. We have the few, like we have.
He was very passionate.
You know, the songwriting. Vantage points. No one had more vantage points than him. You know, baby mama got a mind full of silly head games. He didn't have a baby mama. He doesn't have kids, right? Like so, you know. But so those vantage points, you know. That's why I always wrote. There's a big piece I wrote about him, and I said to me, I see him as a Langston Hughes figure. Langston Hughes was not the greatest linguist. He didn't have the greatest vocabulary. Didn't do a lot of tricks on paper. But the way he wrote about the way people spoke, you know, our people, you know, black people here, especially in Harlem, he caught their voices. You know, Tupac was great at that. He was great at that. And if MCs are about quotables, he has a lot more quotables than a lot of other guys people call great. You know? Right? It's filled with quotables. And if we talk about techniques, that way of inflecting, you know, nobody, if I just do the imitation, you already know, like, right?
Yeah, I
these are innovations, because if we're going to give, like, Biggie, right, who had a lot of style in his delivery, right? If we're going to give him credit for that, then you got to give credit for the same techniques being done in a different way by Tupac. You know what I mean?
But I don't think that they were as smooth with Tupac. I think Tupac.
No, not at all. Yeah,
Tupac,
no way.
Tupac just had
no way.
Like, you know, a lot more passion.
Yeah.
You know.
No, if we count, like, if we really listen to Tupac, sometimes he was dexterous, like he had good breath control, but he didn't have good dexterity. Like, he couldn't say a lot of the words. You know what I'm saying? That, let's say, like Biggie could say. You know, Biggie's voice sounds like he shouldn't be able to say all that, right? But he actually could. He could say anything, you know. Tupac would stumble if he tried to do some of those techniques. He wouldn't be able to do them. You know, he wasn't dexterous like that. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just for me, you know, I enjoy Pac's mind. More. It's almost like, you know, like I'm a fan of Boosie. Right?
Okay.
Right, but I don't know any of his music.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Like
right. Yeah, I mean, the vantage point that I come from is I love Tupac's music. I love the aggression. I love what he was talking about. I really do feel that no one really captures that like that. No one captures that anger, that frustration, that, you know.
And he probably could say the same thing about Boosie, but I just musically it just doesn't register to me. Like I think of Boosie's voice. I think it's like I don't like musically.
That's the
but
thing,
personality wise,
but that's why I counter with also things I thought he did that were technically gifted, the songwriting, things like that, quotables, because people that blow up, they can be very minimally talented, but they can capture the vibe that people want to be captured. Right? Like, I think, you know, it's a tragedy what happened to that Migos kid.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's a horrible tragedy. But, and I don't think that, I thought that musically, they did a lot of sellout shit. Look, being in a commercial is enough for me. If you sell Pepsi and you're just dancing and shit like that, if you're on a little tricycle, you're doing stupid shit, that's enough for me. You sold out to me. I don't give a shit what you say. But the way the songs that I heard of Migos, though, they capture what most kids want to be captured. This desire to blow up. This desire to be epic. You know what I'm saying? The kids, they have a desire to be engrossed in fame and epic. For me, Tupac captured that. But to me, the most who captured that, because it's my favorite, was always Wu-Tang. They captured the epic vibe, you know, like they captured it. Wu-Tang Forever, they captured it. The Iron Man, Cuban Links, like that Liquid Sword. This was it. That was the peak for me. you know, in what I thought is most epic of everything, you know. But
I can agree with that.
Right? That for me, that's what it was.
I agree.
Right? Now, qualitatively, it has lasting qualities that we could judge technically and go through it. I don't bear witness that Migos has that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, because there's nothing.
But they were able to capture that. That's why they're so emulated so much. They were able to capture that epic fame. But it also shows you that there's a lot of frivolity in what the youth want. There's a frivolity in what they want out of things, you know? Revolution or fighting oppression, it doesn't get embedded in there too much, you know? That's why you only hear one guy mentioned, Kendrick Lamar. Because he kind of makes a more poppier sound, or poppier vibe, and captures that. You know, he captures that. You know? Even though I think his skills are very minimal compared to the best of this era. You know? He's only scoring like 15 points compared to 30-point scores today. But he captures that pop vibe, that pop epic vibe a lot of times, you know.
But that's where the culture is at, though. Like, now,
unfortunately,
yeah, unfortunately, right?
If Mecca did this.